We started this day out with a crazy experience.
That got me out of bed.
Save the meatballs.
The world ends, I'm with my crew. Is this the stuff you're talking about?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
With our powers combined.
Oh, Wonder Twins.
Wonder Twins.
2, 3.
Best day ever.
Hold on.
What's up, guys? Day 3. Super excited. We started this day out with a crazy experience. We had an earthquake here in Utah. It was nuts. I've never been in an earthquake, and today of all days, we had an earthquake. So the world really is ending. Like, we got the zombie apocalypse going on. We've got earthquakes, like it's crazy. So it started about 7 o'clock this morning. It was like a 5.7 earthquake. It shook my house. It was pretty crazy. Scared my kids, my wife, like it was nuts. So good way to start your day. Day 3 is gonna be awesome. We're focusing on paint today. We're getting all the tile done. Everything's gonna be paint ready. We're gonna start painting by lunch is the plan. So we'll start spraying, get everything painted. All the tiles should be done today. If not, it'll be for sure done tomorrow. We've got all the flooring done, all the LVP done. We've got, all the bathrooms all the plumbing's done, utilities are done, everything's good to go. We're right on track. I think we'll see how today goes. As long as we can start throwing paint on the walls, then we'll be good today. So it's gonna be a great day. Looking forward to day 3. We still got a long way to go. We're not quite halfway done yet, but we're making good progress. So it'll be good. And we still have some issues that we've got to deal with. We still have the furnace that we've got to get checked out today. Hopefully we don't have to, we'll have to change that out because of the meth and all of that stuff. So our HVAC guy's coming today. We've got the plumbing all wrapped up. Everything's good there. The meth, we still haven't heard from the county on the meth. So we're just gonna keep moving forward, see how it goes.
That got me out of bed.
The earthquake did?
I jumped out.
I was up and I was in our bathroom and I felt like the first initial shock, like it felt like my house was gonna tip over.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are all aware of the earthquake that happened this morning. So the airport is currently shut down. They're diverting all flights, right? I guess there's flooding at the airport, right? I've tried calling myself, but I can't get through to anyone there. Some friends of ours were gonna be flying in and they had to cancel all their flights. They're diverting to Denver right now. Anyways, FEMA just got on the radio and announced that there's potentially another earthquake that's gonna come to the same exact area that they're predicting could be as high as a 9 on the Richter scale, which, to give you an idea of comparison, a 5.7 is what we experienced earlier, where you had visible shaking of buildings, visible shaking of objects, possibly stuff falling down. You could feel it. For every point on the Richter scale, it goes up by a factor of 10. So a 9 compared to a 5.7 obviously is like where there's like ground fissures, buildings collapsing potentially, like gas lines and water lines breaking, that kind of stuff. I think the San Francisco airport or the San Francisco earthquake was a 7, right? And that was like pretty crazy bad, right? The highest one ever recorded was in Alaska, like in the 80s, and it was a 11 something. What that means for us is call all your friends and family that live here, let them know just basic earthquake safety protocol. For us, that basically means just get outside. If the earth starts shaking, don't go for a damn doorway. Just walk, not in these houses.
Get out of this house.
Just walk outside. The safe. No, do not grab anything. Right? Set down what you're doing and just walk.
In all seriousness,
Just get outside.
save the meatballs. If nothing else, Bella and the meatballs get saved first. Steve is last. That's our priority.
Okay, but honestly, I didn't know they could predict earthquakes. I doubt that they can. They're probably just predicting a tendency for aftershocks. That is a predictable quantity. So I'm sure that's probably just the risk that they're dealing with. So if that happens though, you guys know what to do.
Okay, you got the utilities on this?
Wow, I gotta say, these guys are pretty far along for day 2. So after 2 days, they've got more work done than most of my projects do in like 30 or 40 days. So just watching some of that footage of where they are and listening to Tyler talk about what they've gotten done, it's absolutely amazing. And last night, overnight for them, having a big earthquake is some crazy stuff. So everybody showed up. I love to see the leadership side of what happened. So they're addressing their team, talking about the earthquake, talking about what to do and some precautions, and to make sure that everybody's safe. So interesting turn of events in Salt Lake City, right? And now we got the coronavirus, we've got an earthquake, we've got meth in the house. So what else can happen over these coming like next 5 days? So let's go see who's ahead. So who do you think? Tyler's ahead right now, Jeffrey's ahead. Let's go find out what they're doing today. Quick powwow.
I love you guys. I'm so glad that you guys are here.
No one else I'd rather spend the end of the world with than you guys right here. The world ends, I'm with my crew, with my family, so it's all good.
Yesterday was a great day. You guys actually got a lot done. We hit all of our targets, so that's pretty sweet. We got everything that we needed to get done. Today, the countertop man is coming. He's gonna come and check some countertops, and I forgot my purple pants. We're gonna hang them like a battle flag. I'm done.
Am I wearing purple pants? Is that the plan? Is that the banner? Is that what you're trying to say?
But good news for us is that Scott, as we predicted, got a little burnout yesterday and went home early and didn't finish his kitchen cabinets that he had to get done.
So this morning we're a little bit behind than we anticipated. We still have a kitchen to put in and still have some more flooring to get done. We didn't get as much done yesterday as we had hoped. We did get all the drywall spackle as much as we needed, which is important because it takes time for spackle to dry. And so it's important we were able to get all our patches done because that takes time. But it did, doing that made it so that we weren't able to get our kitchen done like planned.
He's still on track. We're not past any deadline. So we're not past any deadline. We don't have to panic or anything. He's still doing a great job and they're still doing it really fast. We just did it a little bit faster.
So today we were planning on getting the kitchen in all the way, having that completely done. We have to have it done because they're coming to template for countertops. And we have to finish some flooring. We have a baseboard wherever the flooring and all the LVP is going. And we also need to do some casing around the doors as well. And then we have to case out some windows. And we have still some caulking to do and prepping for paint. We won't get all that done. Obviously, that's not really possible with the amount of guys we have working, but we are going to get back on track where we need to be because we have tomorrow to get in the morning to get everything prepped so we can paint. And hopefully, if we're lucky, maybe we'll be able to get one of the duplexes done, or one of the units, so we can paint one unit, or at least get a coat in where there's carpets going. That would be the ideal situation, but we'll see what happens, and hopefully we can get there. But I think we're tailing a little behind the other team as well, and also behind schedule on our own stuff. So hopefully we can catch up and get back in the game.
Today, our big priorities is we have to finish all of our flooring and do our tile work as well. So Ryan's going to be working in the bathroom. We need to finish our drywall and our trim work because we have to be able to paint this afternoon. So we want to put our first coat of paint down today. So that way tomorrow we can do our last coat of paint, which will be Thursday, which means that by Friday we'll be ready for our cabinets or for our carpeting. So to meet our deadlines, we have to finish our drywall work and our trim work and then get the majority of our areas paint ready. So that way we can paint, go home the rest of the day. So for us to make that happen, we need to prioritize flooring and drywall and trim.
I'm gonna go start hanging cabinets right now.
Oh, you know what?
With our powers combined,
Oh, Wonder Twins.
Wonder Twins.
Two, three.
Best ever. I will take back the tub.
You're behind.
Are you kidding?
You gotta set those cabinets, man. The dude's coming. I
said
like
at least noon.
He's coming at noon.
Dude, give me more time. I need 3 to 4 hours to set up. My dad will be here shortly. I can't help her.
Yes, you can.
We are missing a cabinet. We're missing a corner cabinet for Unit 4.
Okay.
So, right, it's not here.
Blind cabinet.
Blind cabinet, it's the corner,
Base.
the base.
Okay.
How do we get another one?
Well, first we verify it's actually missing.
Okay.
I've heard this before.
But
We have a cabinet guy who's in Salt Lake, and if it's missing, it's his fault. He will drive it to us momentarily.
okay,
Well, let's check.
beautiful.
I thought this was an actual problem. I called the guy who'll be here in an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Got it. What time is that?
Puts us at 2 o'clock, so it'll give you an hour to set one tag.
No problem.
Oh shit. Solid problem. So the sabotage didn't work.
That was kind of a scare. That was fun. We are missing a cabinet. So what do you do in crisis when you're missing a cabinet? You call the cabinet guy and you say, bro, bring us a cabinet. So anyways, he's coming. He'll be here in an hour. So it's really important to get these good subs that got your back and they know the mission, because without it, we can't set the last kitchen. So he's got to be here. Countertops are coming at 3. So we have to get it in an hour. That'll be 1:30. We've got to finish the kitchen in an hour before the countertop guys come. So it's going to be awesome. We'll push through and make it happen.
Solution confirmed. I have tried to sabotage Tyler's team by hiding the cabinet.
Did you?
No, not really. No, I have no idea where it is. I gotta call the guy.
I was like, that's a punk move, man. Cheater.
Masking floor. Getting ready for paint. Fun stuff.
So I think you guys can see that Tyler and Jeffrey planned as much as possible for this 7-day flip and loaded up a U-Haul, and they pre-staged all these things, but they were missing a cabinet. So, you know, Jeffrey's kind of making fun of Tyler's, joking around, saying he hid the cabinet, they're ribbing each other. I thought it's fun to watch, right? They have a great relationship. So, I'm sure that a cabinet's probably not the only thing that they're missing, but if it is, these guys are really phenomenal planners. The first episode that we put out there, I talked about Tom Lonnie and stress-free planning for my life insurance policies. And we told you a little bit about it. And since then, I've had some people reach out to me and just say, hey, Bill, how do you use your policy? Like, what is this like? I talked about that fact that it's kind of like a HELOC, where you don't have to pull your credit and pay the fees and things like that. And I can fund life insurance for me and my family. So I have a policy, my wife has a policy, and 2 of my 3 kids have a policy. My son James couldn't get a policy because of his heart condition. So the way that I use my policies is I actually fund my own deals sometimes. So if a deal comes across the table and it looks really good and the company needs some money, then I'll loan money to the company, just like a private money lender would do, like what Tyler's private money lender did for this project. I also am a private money lender for other people. So I take a loan out on my policy and I loan it out to another flipper, and I fund their deals at higher interest rates. So what I do is I use the interest arbitrage between the two. So if I have an interest rate of anywhere like 5 or 6% with my policy, and I'm loaning my money out at maybe 2 points and 12%, then I can make the spread and the difference on my money, and my money continues to grow inside of the insurance policy. Absolutely amazing tool that you can use for your business and invest in yourself, or to loan it out to other flippers, and there's lots of other things that you can do with it. You can fund your rental properties, you can fund another deal, maybe an Airbnb, lots of different things. So Tom is a great resource if you guys wanna reach out to him, and you can go right to the site. You can see my video on how I use my policies and some of the other trainings that he has and stuff like that. So just go to the link right here on the screen or the one in the description, and you can check out Tom and stress-free planning. Tom's an absolutely amazing guy. So if you go to the link, put in your information, and you get to talk with him, he will tell you exactly what other people use it for, what you could use it for in your situation, some different ideas and options. He's very experienced. He's worked with tons of other real estate investors just like me, just like you. So go to the link here, go to the link in the description and check it out. All right, let's jump back in. So they're missing a cabinet. They're missing some other things. I think Tyler might have to actually go on a run to go pick some things up. So let's see what he's doing.
All right, guys. Well, I'm headed back to the place I love, my home away from home, Home Depot. So we banned all Home Depot runs from our crew. So I'm the only one that can go to Home Depot, and that's for a good reason, that we don't want people wasting their time going to Home Depot. I'm okay, because it doesn't cost the project any more money if I go to Home Depot, and I'll be faster, and I already know what I'm getting. So it's just easier if I go to Home Depot. So we've got to go pick up some stuff for that bathroom. Like, there was just some issues there. We ran out of sheetrock, so we just didn't plan on demoing as much as we needed to. So I've got to go get 6 sheets of sheetrock that we didn't plan for, which is another thing that's frustrating. We kind of should have thought of that, but at the same time, there's some things that we just can't control. So our budget will still be okay. Sheetrock's pretty inexpensive, so it's not going to kill our budget, but I need to go get it. So that's where we're headed now, Home Depot. So I'm here at Home Depot, getting all my gear. We got to get some tile. Jeffrey bought the wrong kind. So the glaze was wrong, the finish was wrong, everything else was wrong. So we got to get some new tile and get that fixed. We got to get some of this subway tile and just a few other things. So here we are, my home away from home. What do you guys think? Same stuff? I think so. I think we got it. Yeah.
Get my workout today, moving tile. 3 boxes. Check. I have this tile at Home Depot, so now I'm disappointed. One more thing to add to today, so it's all right. We'll make the best of it. Is this the stuff you're talking about?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
It's door and window, right?
Yep,
And does it look like this?
that's the stuff.
This is
There
base
should
though.
be 2 different. Yeah, there should be 2 different widths. We need the narrow width and the wide width.
This one. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's like 6-7 feet maybe.
Yep.
Okay, so the skinny one that just says door pack, door and window, and this other stuff is base.
Yep, we need that too.
So you need a whole sleeve of base and a whole sleeve of the door pack. This stuff,
Yes.
just like that. Yeah.
Totally. Totally.
Does this need to be taller?
No, I think that's good. That's the right stuff.
Okay. All right, that's it. We're headed back. We got everything we need. It'll be fun.
This is it.
There's no more of this tile. I cannot find it anywhere.
What's that tile for?
I have no idea. Ooh, you're going twofer?
As long as you take the other one.
You got it. You don't want to take 3? Yeah. Day 3 has been probably the hardest day, but it's okay. It started out that way. Waking up to an earthquake was the craziest thing ever. So yeah, that happened. And now in Utah, there's 600,000 people without power. There's no airport. There's coronavirus everywhere. Like, this is a crazy deal, a crazy time. But what's cool about this is that we're still moving forward with what our vision and our plan was. So we've got to have a little faith. It's all really up here. It's, what do you do with that fear? Do you elaborate on it? Do you let it control you? Do you move forward and act in faith? That's kind of what we're doing. You can let all this fear consume you and all these other trials and things around you, this environment that you can't control. But you can control up here. You can control how you deal with that fear and what you do with it. And so we talked with our guys this morning that, hey, let's use this to our advantage, and you guys are still employed, you have jobs, you're here, you're healthy. We just need to really count our blessings on stuff like that. So just keep that in mind, that today's been a crappy day, but I'm still excited. I'm still looking forward to it. We're still gonna kick Jeffrey's butt. And he's been bragging, waving purple pants at me all day today, but yeah, it doesn't matter because we're still gonna win and we're still gonna have fun and we can control what we can control. So just keep that in mind, that don't let this fear consume you, because it will and it can, but we're choosing not to accept that. It's always the best day ever here at Utah House Flip. Family is always first. You will always hear me say that family is first, and we make decisions not based on money, but based on people. So I don't care. Money is not high on my priority list. Do we need it? Absolutely. Do I want a lot of it? You bet. But I don't make decisions based on that, right? I make decisions based on how can I help other people? How can we help you guys? How do we make it a win for you? Because if I just hose you, and I can't live like that. If you guys make that choice, that's on you. And I 100% support it and I love it. And I'm gonna be the first guy in line that says, thank you. You guys are awesome, you killed it. But I want you to, your families are more important to me and your well-being, right? Working till midnight is not okay because you're gonna burn it out and then you'll do one 7-day flip and you won't wanna come back and do the second one.
So I certainly don't miss the days of going through Home Depot, Lowe's, all the different stores to pick up things that we're missing or that we forgot. So like watching that gives me flashbacks from the days that I was working in my business. And I realized that Tyler has to do this because you got a house that you're trying to flip in 7 days. You can't have your team or your contractors go to Home Depot. It just kills an hour and a half. He's definitely the best guy to do it, and this is the way that they can get this stuff done. So let's go back and see how they're wrapping up the day and where they are and who's in the lead.
What is today? Today is day 3. So end of day 3, our big targets that we had to hit was to have to get ready to do paint, which is what we spent all day doing today. So today was an interesting day because it felt like a day that you don't actually get a lot of progress done. There are oftentimes this point in the jobs where like a lot of work is getting done, but it doesn't actually look like anything is getting done. So, but it's like all the prep work that we had to get done. So that's basically all we did today was prepping for painting. So tomorrow we're gonna come in and we're gonna be able to paint the whole job very quickly and make like a huge amount of progress and get everything done. So, because it's a very simple paint job we're doing on this house.
Got all the cabinets in time for them to template on the countertops. We also got in almost all 90% of the baseboard, and we have 2 doors to case out and 2 windows. So nothing really big deal.
Guys, it has been a crazy day today. Everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong. The rain, we were supposed to be able to paint the outside of the house. It rained. We woke up to an earthquake this morning. Crazy. We had some of the members flew out from Tennessee and they tried to get back, but because of the earthquake, the Salt Lake City airport flooded and they had to drive to Vegas. So all flights have been canceled. So we've got our camera crew here that can't get home. We've got other members that can't get home. We had the guys from Tennessee that came, they had to drive to Vegas. So it's just been crazy.
It's still working out pretty good though, I think.
Everybody's working hard. Tyler fed everybody some, what are those things called? Meatball subs. And it's going well. Like everybody ate and then they went right back to their work. I'm impressed.
Getting a good feel of all the guys that are working here, and most of them are pretty competent, and if we all work together, we can solve just about any problem on any house.
The team worked a little bit better today as well. I got an opportunity to meet with Scott on Tyler's house, which I'd say we are probably in the lead a little bit. They have to stay late. They've stayed late actually every single day this week. And we talked to them about it and tried to kind of get their feedback on why they thought they were staying late. And we realized that what it is they're doing is they're intentionally just not hiring as many people so that they can capture more of the money that we're paying them instead of paying that out, right? So they're willing to work just a little bit more for that time. Which I guess is fine to some level, but it kind of defeats a little bit of the point of the 7-day flip. We wanted to do it so that people weren't working overtime. And these guys are working overtime. They're still getting it done in acceptable timelines, but we'd like to be able to see this done in such a way that we don't have to do that.
Today was a pretty good learning lesson. Communication, a little conflicts, I think, with me understanding where Tyler was and maybe Tyler understanding where we were and what we maybe understood. I think there's a disconnect, and we actually were able to have a really good conversation, have an open conversation. And I think that's very good for business in general. Is it's important to make sure that you guys have an open line of communication with people you're working with and co-workers or anything like that, because for leadership reasons especially, is if you don't communicate, then and also communicate your expectations, then really you have a hard time really accomplishing what both parties are wanting to accomplish and being successful. It's super important.
So anyways, we talked to them a lot about that and helped them re-strategize their plan for the rest of the houses and what they needed help on. So we had to have a kind of a serious talk with him and be like, look, man, you're running a little bit behind here. We want to find a way to help you get there. What is it that you need help on? So we had to one step by step go through the jobs and just figure out where they were at, what they needed help on. And we were able to figure that out, re-strategize their plan. And I had to go in and help them a little bit on a couple of things that they weren't prepared for. But we got it all done and we're making progress, and it was a good day. We're still gonna make it happen tomorrow.
I believe one of the houses was a little bit ahead when we first started out, and that would be Jeffrey's, because there's a few things that were done already and a few things that were a little bit better off.
Third day in, we're feeling the burn.
I can't tell who's winning. I just look and it looks like everybody's doing a really good job on it. But I can say this, that house over there that Jeffrey's doing, he's got a lead in there, because when they first started, you could see that one of the units was already renovated a little bit. So he didn't have as much to do over there. Tyler's over here, his group is just they're having to do a lot more stuff. So I don't know who's gonna win.
I think they're about neck and neck right now. Everybody's saying that Jeffrey's house is a little bit further along, but I think that still has yet to be seen in the final days, just because there's a few things that we gotta go back on Jeffrey's. The kitchen cabinet's gotta be fixed a little bit and fastened to the wall.
I feel like if Tyler wins, it's gonna be a lot more work than what Jeffrey's doing.
I think they're still gonna make it, both of them.
I can't wait to get home and do my own 7-day flip in Virginia.
So I don't know about you guys, but my money right now, today, after day 3, is on Jeffrey. Sorry, Tyler, but it looks like he's got you just a little bit. He's in the lead just by a little bit. From everything that I'm watching, everything that I hear, sorry, buddy, but I think Jeffrey's got you. So we'll see if you're gonna be wearing parachute pants or Jeffrey's gonna be wearing a polo and khakis. I'm glued to the TV to try to see what's gonna happen, but right now, buddy, it looks like you're gonna be wearing parachute pants. What I wanna do for you guys that are watching is tell you a little bit about Flip Hacking Live. We've mentioned it a couple times, but it's an event that we run in October every year. And this year it's in Orlando, Florida, October 15th through the 17th. And I want to show you behind the scenes a little bit of what last year was like. So if you guys just want to check this out, you can see what this event is like and what we do there.
Hey, it's Bill again, and I want to personally invite you to our biggest event of the year, Flip Hacking Live. If you could copy the exact deal sources, marketing strategies, negotiation tactics, and business systems of the most successful house flippers and wholesalers in the nation, how would that change your business? Flip Hacking Live is a 3-day event that we do just once per year, and it's happening October 15th through the 17th in Orlando, Florida. We bring in the nation's top wholesalers and house flippers to walk you through everything they're doing. How they're marketing directly to sellers, how they're picking up discounted off-market properties, how they're doubling their close ratio with the right negotiation tactics, how they're raising millions of dollars in private money, the things they're doing that other investors aren't doing, all of it. These are the guys and gals who are actively doing deals at a high volume in today's market all across the country. You get their full attention for 3 days. They have agreed to hold nothing back, and you'll be right there with them so you can ask questions and get clarification on anything that you need. This is your chance to hack the nation's top flippers and wholesalers and ethically steal their exact strategies and systems. All you have to do is take notes, ask questions, and apply what you learned. But first, you need to get a ticket. We've sold out every year and ticket prices go up every few months. So go to fliphackinglive.com right now and get your tickets today. fliphackinglive.com, October 15th through the 17th in Orlando, Florida. This is an event that you cannot afford to miss.
Halfway there, it's getting crazy.
We are almost on schedule.
So far, we're tracking pretty close to be doing that.
All right, guys, we got a huge issue. We got to clear out all of our guys. No one can be here.
You know, rework is very costly. Very costly.
We still don't have any paint down.
It's going to be another 2 days.
So we still have the placards on the door, if you can see those. Go Team Tyler.